Good evening. This is your Athens, Georgia Townie Weather Girl. Today is Sunday, March the 30th. It's just about 11 o'clock, and I wanted to do a quick update. The 00Z model data is just starting to roll in right now, and I just want to kind of give an update on what we're finding with tonight's short-range model run data, that being the HRRR and as well the NAM3K. So what we're seeing tonight is not a whole lot different from what we saw earlier today with regard to the potential tomorrow for very, very strong damaging winds, some isolated supercell tornado activity, potential for some hail, thunder and lightning, and very, very heavy rains as this system moves through our area from around 11 o'clock all the way up until 3 o'clock in the afternoon or so. The danger is going to be tomorrow for us, in addition to those conditions, is the kind of more in front of the line of storms. We can see here on this particular model run, we're looking at the HRRR, and you can see here out in front of this line of storms, especially it's further south, down south of Macon and so on. You have some supercellular activity happening well out in advance of these storms, and those are ones that are a little more concerning. These ones are going to have a little more cape and a little more. They can spawn tornadoes a little easier than, for instance, a tornado would spawn in the middle of this very long line of linear storms right here. Tornadoes could pop off in this as well, but it's a little harder with so much chaos happening at the same time. This is we're looking right now at around 1 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. We're going to take a look at the sounding for 1 o'clock tomorrow. This is right over Athens, Georgia area. And the sounding data here is showing a CAPE value of around 1736, which is moderate. It's a little higher, actually quite a bit higher than the last storm we had to pass through in the middle of the night. Our CAPE values for that storm were around 300. Conversely, the storm that passed through the last time, I feel it's almost 2 weeks ago now, that system had a lot more storm relative helicity. So there's a lot more rotating air upwards, and so there's a little more concern there with potential for spawning off tornadoes. In fact, we had 2 tornadoes out of that system, even though there wasn't a lot of CAPE in the air. So this one is a little kind of mirror image together. And we don't have a lot of storm relative helicity. There's like the values are at 75 and 70, which is, you could potentially have something kick off, but it's a little harder for a tornado to get going with those conditions. Likewise, there's not a lot of shear, so that's another benefit of or another good thing for us as far as not having tornadoes. There's not much capping in the atmosphere based on this reading, so if something were to start popping off, it could grow fairly big pretty easily. It wouldn't take a lot of effort. So apart from just the height value on this, I'm not showing anything that's really concerning. There's definitely potential for, with all this instability in the atmosphere, some good weather. It's getting late. I'm getting close to my bedtime. Let's keep it real. So that is a look at a SCOOT reading here for tomorrow. It's around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going to go back over to the reflectivity view here and take a look at that. So just to summarize, based on what I'm seeing tonight with the NAM and the HRRR, there's been a minor uptick in the amount of instability with CAPE in the atmosphere, but there's not a whole bunch of change from what we saw earlier today. I'm not seeing that this is going to be more of a good grief. I need to go to bed soon. I'm so sorry. Tomorrow will be more of a straight line wind event than it will be a tornado threat. But there's a possibility that tornadoes could occur tomorrow, especially out in front of the main line of storms that passes through in the afternoon hours. So be sure you're weather aware. Make sure you have your weather apps installed, and it'll be nice that this thing is happening in the middle of the day, because most of us are going to be awake, alert, and ready to act. That if a tornado warning does occur, that we can quickly move to our safe place, which is the lowest level of our structure, into the interior room. If you've got a basement, pretty much anywhere in the basement away from windows is going to be fine. But hopefully we will not be called to do those kinds of measures. Okay, that's it for tonight. If anything significant changes tomorrow morning, I'll pop on and do another video. Um, Otherwise, I'll look forward to seeing you on the Athens, Georgia subreddit, reddit.com/r/Athens, Georgia weather, and there we will have ongoing discussions. There's also a severe weather thread in the r/Athens subreddit there, so I'll be posting updates to that thread primarily tomorrow as conditions warrant. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow sometime. Take care. Bye-bye.